So James Gunn gets damage control from a Blue Sky Critic out there over the whole Superman backlash. Okay, so James Gunn is facing problems that he didn't even plan for. Now, the review for his Superman movie leaked early and it didn't go well. You see, James Gunn wanted the reactions controlled, but that's no longer possible at all. Now, critics are also breaking embargo before Warner Brothers allows it, and the coverage is not helping. Okay, so James Gunn is now having to deal with the different public responses out there that question his direction. The Superman brand is under pressure right now, and the early headlines aren't in his favor. You see, James Gunn tied his name to Superman, and now both are being judged before the film even opens. Now, James Gunn is already facing problems, as you all know, with Superman before audiences even see it. Now, the embargo was supposed to go ahead and hold until July 8th. The Daily Beast broke it early. They posted their review, and it didn't hold back. The piece went viral, and then Variety included Superman in their Heads of State review. After it spread, they deleted the mention. Now the edit was caught and screenshots confirmed what was originally said. Now, after that, a critic from Uprocks posted his own opinion on Blue Sky, even though he wasn't supposed to speak yet. He said he strongly disagreed with the Daily Beast's negative take. Okay, and that's nothing new right there. That's what they always do, but there's no coordinated rollout. The mainstream media has coverage where it's fractured and critics are speaking out on their own. James Gunn has lost control over the message, and some reviews are actually critical. Others are defensive. The studio hasn't responded, and there's no structure right now. You see, reactions are forming before audiences even have a chance to watch. This wasn't planned at all. The message is inconsistent, okay? So the Daily Beast review set the tone, and it was negative, and that drew attention. Variety even tried to distance itself. Uprocks jumped in with a counterpoint on Blue Sky, but the damage was already done. And these mainstream media outlets aren't aligned. They're reacting independently, that doesn't build confidence. You see, it builds uncertainty. The Superman is now seen as unpredictable. Gunn is not directing the conversation anymore. And there are early signs that the movie is dividing fans, as you all know. Supporters of Zack Snyder's work are already checking out. Comic fans are split. Casual moviegoers are actually hearing mixed reports, and the leaked reactions aren't even helping. Okay, so they're adding to the confusion, and Superman is not getting clean reception right now, and that's affecting expectations. Now, there's no strong consensus that's forming in favor of the movie itself, okay? Now, honestly, James Gunn brought over his style from the MCU, where he's using familiar elements, humor, offbeat moments, stylized tone that worked for Guardians of the Galaxy. It doesn't have to have the same effect here. Now, Superman is a different kind of character. You see, he carries a different legacy. Gunn isn't really adjusting. He's simply applying the same approach. And the result actually feels a bit disconnected from what the audiences associate with the character itself. Now, Superman isn't supposed to feel like a side project. You see, James Gunn made it his signature film. He used his tone, structure, and pace. That decision is already getting criticized. Now, some audiences recognize the particular shift and already don't like it. Others are waiting to see how it plays out. That's fair. And the early reviews are driving more skepticism than excitement. Now, that's not a good position this close to the release itself. You see, the deleted mention in Variety's review actually stands out. It shows the studio is watching the reaction closely, and it also shows that they're not confident. Now, if they were, they wouldn't try to edit references out of unrelated reviews. That confirmed that they're concerned about how Superman is actually being discussed. Now, removing a sentence doesn't stop the reaction. It actually increases the interest. And people always look closer when something disappears. Now, the Uproxx post on BlueSky didn't help either. You see, it wasn't a review. It seemed like a personal response. The critic themselves admitted that he broke embargo, where he felt the need to speak up. Okay, so that highlights the pressure critics are actually under. You see, the studio hasn't said anything, but critics are reacting early anyway. Now, this is not normal behavior at all. It reflects the unstable rollout. When people jump in early, it's not because everything is working. It's simply because they see a problem that's actually forming. Now, the early leaks actually suggest that Superman doesn't really land with one audience. Snyder fans are out. Comic fans are uncertain. Normies might not know what they're actually walking into. Now, there's too much conflict around the tone, and some say that it's light and fun. Others say it's unfocused, but Gunn isn't really clarifying anything. He hasn't explained what kind of movie people should actually expect, okay? So that's making things actually worse. And there's no competition for attention this summer anyway. You see, 28 years later, it has low buzz. F1 isn't really generating much hype. Jurassic World is repeating its usual formula. And Fantastic Four, as you all know, is not close to ready. And James Gunn had a clear window to succeed with this Superman film. That opportunity is actually slipping. Now, people are focused on the confusion around the press itself, not the movie, okay? So that's not how a tentpole release is supposed to feel. Now, the pressure on this movie alone is high. You see, Warner Brothers doesn't have another film that's ready to stabilize the brand itself. Superman is the foundation. If it fails, there may be no safety net. But James Gunn built everything around this one project. He actually said that it was the beginning of a new era. If the beginning doesn't work, the rest won't matter. You see, that's the risk. He's not sharing that pressure with anyone else, okay? So James Gunn tied his name to this particular film completely. He wrote it, he directed it, he's shaping the future of DC through it. And that means if the reaction turns negative, well, there's nowhere else to blame for the blame to go. I mean, he's already showing signs of that pressure. The early press is actually reacting faster than the studio. Now, Gunn hasn't addressed the situation directly. Now, his silence is adding more weight to this problem right now. And critics are also shaping how people will enter the theater. You see, they're giving early opinions that affect expectations. The embargo was actually supposed to go ahead and prevent that, but it didn't. People are going to watch Superman already thinking that, thinking about what they've seen online. Now, that actually shapes, the reception. It won't be a clean viewing experience. It will be a response to what's actually already out there. Okay, so the tone itself of the marketing doesn't really match the conversation that everyone's having. The trailers show bright visuals and hopeful messaging, but the press shows tension and disagreement among each other. Now, those two versions don't line up. People notice that. It creates doubt, and when the public sees a gap between promotion and reaction, they pull back. I mean, that's already happening and stuff, you see. And this isn't just about Superman himself. It's about the direction of DC. Now, Gunn said this was the start of something new. Now, if it doesn't work, well, the reset won't matter. Audiences won't follow a brand that they don't trust. You see, they're actually watching what's happening now. Okay, so they're seeing the leaks. They're also seeing the early opinions. They're also seeing how Warner Brothers is handling it as well. Now, that will shape how they respond to the movie when it's finally released. Okay, so basically, the rollout is not under control at all. James Gunn wanted this to be a fresh beginning, if you will. And right now, it looks like another misfire. So Superman was supposed to restore confidence. And the press reactions within the mainstream media show that it's not happening yet. Now, if this is the start of the new DC, it's starting with doubt, leaks, and confusion. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Be sure to smash that like button if you enjoy what's shared in the video. Subscribe to the channel. And also join my Discord server in the descriptions below. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell for future uploads and notifications. And I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.